Hello out there, everybody. Manny here at Area 503. And I hope you all have been well since our last video. Today, I've got an exciting and interesting story to share with you folks. It all started back on May 28th when I got a notification from the NASA Goddard YouTube channel. They had released a video titled "Hubble Finds Water Vapor on Distant Exoplanet." And they noted in the video description that the planet was within the habitable zone of its host star. And that was about it. Well, golly. Let's not give any undue attention to the fact that we finally found a planet that's in the habitable zone of its star that has liquid water on it. This is a big deal. This is the first step in the search for extraterrestrial life as we know it. And I'm a little shocked that this announcement comes with such little fanfare. I mean, shouldn't everyone be talking about this all around the world? You know, I remember asking myself these questions last year when I remember getting a similar notification and watching a similar video. I wonder if I can find it. Oh yeah, here it is. Look at that. September 11th, 2019. Hubble finds water vapor on distant exoplanet. Wait a minute. This isn't a similar video. This is dang near the same video. It even has the same music. What's going on here? Why is NASA re-releasing this video as if this is a current scientific study when it actually occurred back in September of 2019. I just don't understand why they would do that. Maybe it has something to do with this study that I found. It's almost like NASA knew that this study was coming out and wanted to reiterate the fact that they had found it first. But this latest study shows another Earth-like planet and star that could possibly harbor some form of life as we know it. And so it seems that the space race, or at least the race to detect life on another planet, has begun. Because now we have competing agencies all over the world trying to be the first to discover life on another planet. But why all the sudden interest? Is there some sort of a secret competition underway? This reminds me of a comment that was made by NASA Administrator Bridenstine during the 2019 budget confirmation hearings.
It's important for this country to focus on finding life on another world.
That's interesting. Why is it so important for NASA to find alien life all of a sudden? I mean, according to them, UFOs and aliens don't exist. It's all ice crystals, space debris, and pareidolia. Jerk-offs. Anyhow, now they're saying that it's important for them to find alien life all of a sudden. But why now? What is the catalyst of this change of attitude? And what's up with Jim here? He fought a hard-earned battle to win a spot in the House of Representatives back in 2012. And he served on the committees of Armed Services and of Science, Space, and Technology. And in 2014, his top campaign contributor was a North American military contractor. In 2016, Bridenstine resigned his seat in the House, and he accepted an appointment as the administrator of NASA. And now he's on the hunt for alien life. Who the heck is this guy? I mean, seriously, what is he up to? And whose pocket is he in? Anyhow, all of this recent interest in finding alien life really makes me wonder if there's some sort of a behind-the-scenes challenge or race that's going on that the general population is just not being told about. There's simply no doubt that in the recent years, pretty much every country with a space agency has been stepping up their game. And now everybody's racing to the moon and then Mars. And as far as astronomy goes, we've got agencies all over the world that are looking for human life-sustaining planets. And it really makes me wonder, Either way, I find it extremely exciting that scientists are discovering new planets where life could be found, because I want to know what's out there. I want to see what kind of life is on these planets, if any. What do you guys think about all this? Let me know in the comments section below. And while you're down there, use some of those links in the video description to go and read the material for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Don't take anyone's word. Make up your own mind.
Figuring things out for yourself is the only freedom anyone really has. Use that freedom. Make up your own mind.
Let's go ahead and move along to our next subject. I first spoke about Jupiter's Trojan asteroids back in episode 52 when I spoke about NASA's Lucy mission. If you guys didn't get a chance to check that episode out, I'll link to it. But the Trojan asteroids are in the news again. It seems like back on May 21st, astronomers had announced that they had detected what appears to be a new kind of asteroid. They had detected an object that had an asteroid-like orbit, but it had a comet-like tail. And I guess these sort of objects, which are termed active asteroids, are fairly common, but what isn't common is to find one inside of the Jupiter Trojan asteroids. So scientists and astronomers alike were very excited at this rare discovery. And so you can only imagine the disappointment when it was announced on June 1st that the original research team had misclassified this object. It had been redesignated into a comet, but one with a highly irregular orbit. And now the research team believes that the orbit of this comet was so irregular that it only recently became locked into Jupiter's Trojan asteroids. Okay, well that's gotta be a little bit embarrassing for a researcher to be forced to reclassify an object like this. It's gotta be a little embarrassing. But I guess it takes a big person to admit their mistakes and to just move on from them, so good for them. I mean, isn't that what scientific pursuit is all about? We really are starting to learn more and more about the universe that we live in, and it starts by learning about the solar system that we live in. And as everybody knows, I'm a huge fan of space exploration and pursuits that are altruistic for all of mankind. And so I'm more than a little concerned about the current direction that space exploration is taking on a global level. It would be a downright shame if a low Earth orbit commercial hotel was completed before the launch of the James Webb Space Telescope. And I'm not sure how much the current administration really cares about scientific pursuits or globally relevant issues like planetary protection. We all know what's on his mind.
Continuing to advance the commercialization of low Earth orbit. Commercial, and eventually we want to get to commercialization of human habitats in low Earth orbit.
So I can only hope that at some point in the near future, there's another person appointed to the position. Maybe somebody who has a space interest, you know, like an astronaut or pilot, like pretty much every other NASA administrator, and not a politician or a businessman. Okay. Well, like I said, hopefully whoever's in charge of the agency next has an attitude that's more people-friendly. I guess only time will tell. Well guys, for now, that's all I got on science and space exploration news. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. And if this is your first time here, there are only 2 rules of Fight Club.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club.
Rule number 1, you do not talk about Fight Club. And rule number 2, subscribe to Area 503. I'll catch y'all later. As always, this has been Manny at Area 503. And I wish you all the best until we meet again. And I am out of here to continue my search for universal truth.